Welcome and good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study about inverse trigonometrical functions. So what is the meaning of this inverse trigonometrical functions? Let us consider with an example. X is equal to sine theta. So you already know in the first year what is the meaning of theta. A theta is an angle. It is equal to maybe a 30 degrees, maybe it is for 60 degrees, maybe it is for 45 degrees, or maybe it is for 90 degrees. Okay, theta. So we put this angle to here. Then what happens? X is equal to sine 30. What is the sine 30? You already know that sine 30 is equal to sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. Now, this is termed as an, this theta is termed as an, what I can even say is domain. And what is this we can call? 1 by 2. The value of this theta. This one is termed as what here? A range. Now, if a range is given, let us consider like this: the sine 1 by 2. What is the 1 by 2? Sine 1 by 2. I can able to represent this one as sine inverse of 1 by 2. So I can able to say like the sine inverse is also termed as an sine. We will say about this one is an arc sine. Sine inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to, I can able to say 13 degrees. So here in this case, what is the meaning there by inverse trigonometrical function? Inverse trigonometry. So here, it nothing but the domain is becomes a range, and the range is becomes what here? The domain. So we will always represent with the arc sine. So this is what we count as what we call inverse trigonometrical function. We have like this. We have the number of the inverses like sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse, secant inverse, like that. Now I want to know about that inverse of sine function. Let us go for what here? Inverse of sine function. Inverse of sine function. So we know that. So inverse of sine function I will going to represent it in a graph. Y is equal to what I can able to say? Sine x. So if it is y is equal to sine x, then I can able to represent this one as here from minus of pi by 2 to the what here? Pi by 2. This is under the what here? X axis. Under the y axis, y, and this one is y dash, minus 1 to the what here? Plus 1. Minus 1 to the plus 1. So this is what you will say is the range of this and the domain of this. Now I will say that inverse of this. How to represent the inverse? The range becomes a domain and the domain becomes a range. Now the y is equal to sine inverse of x. Then I can able to represent this one as, what is the domain of this? Minus 1 to plus 1. and minus pi by 2 to the what here? Pi by 2. So this is how we can able to represent the inverse sine functions. Now here y is equal to sine inverse of x if and only if x is equal to sine y. X is equal to what here? Sine y. If minus 1 lesser than or equal to x and lesser than or equal to what here? 1. So we please see this one on x-axis, lesser than 1 or equal to 1 and lesser than equal to what here? So this is termed as a what here? The domain. And what about the range for this? Okay, minus pi by 2 to what here? Pi by 2. So then what is the definition of this inverse sine function? The definition of inverse sine function is the y is equal to the sine inverse of x if and only if x is equal to the sine y minus of 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to what here? 1 and minus pi by 2 to what here? Pi by 2. Then here in the sine inverse is the domain is minus 1 to plus 1 and the range is what here? Minus pi by 2 and then plus 2. So this is what we termed as a what here? Inverse of a sine function. Let us go for some examples for this inverse trigonometrical functions. Let us consider the first problem is like this. Sine inverse of examples. Let us consider some examples. The first problem is like this. Sine inverse of 0 is equal to what? Sine inverse of 0 is always equal to what here? 0. What is the reason for this? The reason is that the sine 0 is what? It is nothing but a what here? 0. Because the sine 0 is equal to what here? 0. Let us consider in the same manner the second problem. Okay, the second problem is like this. Sine inverse of, let us find out the sine inverse of 1 by root 2. Okay, 1 by root 2. So let us consider for this one. Okay, 1 by root 2. So what is sine 1 by root 2? The 1 by root 2 is always sine pi by 4. Pi by 4 is equal to what here? 1 by root 2. So therefore, let us consider like this. Sine 1 by root 2 is equal to what here? Pi by 4. Therefore, what is the sine inverse there? Sine inverse of 1 by root 2 is equal to what is that? Pi by 4. So simple. Okay. So next one, let us consider like this. Okay. The third one. What is sine inverse of 2? Sine inverse of 2. A sine inverse of 2 is not at all what here? Possible. Okay. Why it is not possible? What is the domain for this? Okay. So it is not possible. It is not possible. Do not exist. So because the 2 is not belongs to, does not belongs to. Okay. So that is what? Minus 1 comma. So now let us go for the some more the problems like this. Okay. We have one thing. Sine of. So let us consider this the A. Okay. Sine of sine inverse. Sine of what is that? Sine inverse of x. We just write the sine of sine inverse of x. Can be written as, okay, that is always equal to what here? I can able to say x. This is the one now. Just looks like a what here? The form. And also you can reverse this one, okay. The P is the sine inverse of sine inverse of sine y. Sine y is always equal to what here? Okay. So let us consider some problems on these two things. Okay, examples. Let us go for an example. Okay. We have here the sine inverse of 3 by 5. Okay, 3 by 5. So what is the answer for this? Just you observe this one. So yes. So what is the answer for this? This is 3 by 5. It's very simple. Okay. In the same manner, sine inverse of, let us consider second problem, sine inverse of, instead of y I am considering some number like pi by 5. Okay, pi by 5. So what is the answer? So it is same as this one. So therefore we will get over here pi by. So let us consider the same time there is another. Okay, solve this one. First one, sine inverse of. So block it here. Sine 2 pi by what is that? How to solve this? Just split this one into the two. Okay, sine inverse of. So how to split this 2 by 5 and also what is that? By 2 pi by 3. Okay. Pi minus of pi by 3. Okay. This can be written as what here? So that's what I'm saying. Sine of pi minus of pi by 3. Okay. Then what you will get? Okay. So here what we will get is sine inverse of sine pi by 3. Sine inverse of sine pi by 3. Okay. So that is equal to, okay, this is nothing but what here? Pi by. Okay. So this is the first problem. Second problem, let us start. Problem yourself. Okay. Sine inverse of 1 by 2 tan 240 degrees. And third problem is like this. Okay, we have sine try another problem. So one sine. So it is pi by 3. So minus of sine inverse of 1 by minus of 1 by 2. Please try these two problems in the same way. Okay. Thank you for watching.